Hope your day is going well. My name is Nicole Tsitsos, and I am one of the sales directors for Moroccanoil. Today, we are going to be running through our product explored from the brand, which covers all of our Moroccanoil hair care, including our brand story and a little bit about argan oil as well. So feel free to watch and listen, learn a little bit more about Moroccanoil hair care products. And of course, if there's any additional questions that you have, you can also join us at MoroccanoilProfessionals.com for a deeper dive into these products and or videos. So today, what I wanted to run through with you is a little bit about the brand story behind Moroccanoil. Believe it or not, we are 17 years old this year. Feels like longer for some and shorter for others, but just wanted to give you a little bit of the backstory on where we came from. I'll also provide some information about argan oil as a key ingredient in all of our products. I'll run through all the collections and categories that you can experience within Moroccanoil hair care. I'll talk about top line use, so easy 1, 2, 3 items that you can utilize when you're speaking with customers about Moroccanoil care products, and also some of the key ingredients that you can enjoy and benefit from within each one of our categories. So Moroccanoil is a brand, as I mentioned, we came to fruition around 2007. We made our first foray into the industry at the International Beauty Show in New York City. We had a beautiful nondescript booth with teal and orange exhibiting our Moroccanoil colors, and introduced the Moroccanoil treatment, the 10 ml sample that you all know and love today. This particular product, the Moroccanoil treatment, was an oil used for, at the time, Caucasian hair in order to better benefit the scalp and the health of the hair overall. It was presented to customers in a glass bottle and was a formulation comprised of argan oil, which is something that people were not truly familiar with in 2007. So interestingly enough, our co-founder, Carmen Tull, she still owns the company today, runs everything with regard to marketing, hair care, body. She's very involved all these many years later. She decided that she wanted to make a foray into the hair care industry utilizing argan oil. She herself had been traveling a couple of years prior with her husband in all throughout the world, and she unfortunately had a terrible hair care service where her color was very badly damaged and her hair was dried out. And she was introduced in a salon in Tel Aviv in Israel, actually, to argan oil as a form of hair care for skin, face, and overall health and beauty for the hair itself. And so she actually was very intrigued. She had never heard of argan oil before. She was not familiar with where it came from, being native to North America. And she was very excited to have a new ingredient used in her color service as well as on her hair. So it was interesting. The person who introduced it to her, he actually used argan oil as a chemical ingredient in her hair color. And then he actually applied it on her damp hair as a primer, and then again in her dry hair at the very end of the service to actually seal the ends, the cuticles, and add shine to her hair. Carmen was absolutely blown away by the effectiveness of this product that used argan oil as a form of repair and shine for the hair. So naturally, she said, however much of this you have, I have to take it home with me. I need all of it right now. So please provide that to me. I'm going to take it home, introduce it to my friends, my family, and share it with the world. So many, many moons later, she said, it's interesting. I don't find argan oil anywhere in North America. I can't source it myself. I have to keep going back overseas to find it. I think there's something here that we need to explore. So she got together with her husband, a chemist, a perfumist, and a few other people, very small collaborative, and they created a brand known as Moroccanoil. And our founding product was known as the Moroccanoil treatment. It was comprised of argan oil, and it actually overall as a key ingredient was very new and very unrivaled in the industry when it was presented. And what you'll find with the brand itself in the color scheme that she chose for Moroccanoil, it was almost like this journey to the Mediterranean. You have this deep blue that's representative of the sea and the sky. You have this orange, which is reminiscent of the sand and the burning sun. And then you have these deep chocolate browns, which are representative of the soil and the land that you'll find in Morocco in particular. So all of these things brought together as part of this brand and allowed people to almost have an escape to the Mediterranean themselves. And so our signature product itself was at that time obviously meant for hair care, but we also then made a foray into body care, as many of you will see in the stores and in full service as well. So this product itself, the Moroccanoil treatment, which I mentioned earlier, is predominantly comprised of argan oil. It is truly meant for scalp and hair care. So when you're using the product, it is very important that you're functionally making sure you suggest that people use the right amounts. So although the bottle itself, the 3.4 ounce, can last 9 months to a year when used on hair that's about my length, you always want to recommend to your clientele that they're using a nickel to dime sized amount on damp hair as a primer or a foundation piece first. So again, a nickel or a dime sized amount, mid shaft to ends ideally, and then you're blow drying your hair or letting it air dry afterwards. What you'll find immediately, if you are to put the Moroccanoil treatment on the back of your hand as a sampler, what you'll find is that it almost feels like a dry silk. It's very luxurious. You have that beautiful signature scent with hints of vanilla. It's a little floral at times as well. It's a little musky at times. So you're getting all of those notes from the fragrance that is signature to the entire collection. But you'll find that it actually dissipates into the skin very quickly. So anybody that's new to the Moroccanoil treatment, we always recommend that you're actually sampling it out on the back of their hand. And then again, reminding them it's a nickel or dime sized amount, mid shaft to ends on damp hair, and then you're air drying or blow drying it in. Also great as a finishing tool to tame flyaways, add a bit of shine to the hair, or of course, help a bit with dry ends as well. But you're going to find that all of those things that I mentioned earlier, the core ingredient argan oil, it has fatty acids, lipids, amino acids, and tocopherols. So right away, it's going to help with smoothness, increased shine, elasticity, manageability. Overall, it's promoting better health for the hair itself. And it actually, of course, when you're talking about the hair care industry, time is money. So it actually also speeds up blow dry time because it's evening out the porosity of the client's hair. The Moroccanoil treatment itself is pharmaceutical or cosmetic grade ingredient, meaning that it's such a fine molecule that it actually fills in the gaps or imperfections in your strand of hair, creating a more durable strand overall. So when you're brushing, blow drying, flat ironing, whatever you might be doing to the hair itself throughout the course of your life, it actually maintains all of that elasticity and the durability because you're creating a more strengthened strand of individual hair. So very important that you're mentioning to your clients not only the key ingredient, argan oil, how much to appropriately use, a nickel to a dime sized amount, where to apply it, mid shaft to ends on damp hair, but also all the benefits, not only from the overall look of the hair, but from speeding up dry time as well. All very important when you're talking about service and retail revenue, and of course, general application of the product. Now, we get a lot of questions, even today, about the difference between the original and the light Moroccanoil treatment. So the light is for fine, thin, or lighter colored hair. It's actually about 60% lighter in color and texture specifically. So if you were actually to put the two formulations on your hands, you would actually see that the original Moroccanoil treatment is a little darker in color and the viscosity is a little thicker as well. So again, we manufactured the light Moroccanoil treatment for fine, thin, or lighter colored hair. And that's indicative of the white cap and the white strip down the bottle as well. Now, for both the original and the light Moroccanoil treatment, very important to note that these are pharmaceutical or cosmetic grade ingredient, as I mentioned earlier. So very important to maintain it in glass bottles. Do not transfer it to plastic or it will actually weep through the plastic. So anyone that plans on traveling, do not have them pump this into a little plastic bottle. Please obviously speak to them about the 25 ml travel sized Moroccanoil treatment, obviously helping to maintain the integrity of the product itself by keeping it in glass. Very important. Now, a little sneak peek for you as well. So we have the Broom de Maroc itself, which many of you might not have a chance to try out yet. It actually came out in July of, I want to say, what, 2 or 3 years ago, 2021. So it's a relatively new product for many of you, but this is the full size that you see pictured here. We also have a travel size 1.7 ounce. So for anybody looking for two different variations, a sampler and a full size retail, the Broom de Maroc, so it's pronounced Broom de Maroc, it actually is a hair and body fragrance mist. So for all of you out there who have always been asking, how can I put this all over my body, skin, face, hair, wherever it may be? This is your answer. So it's basically our signature fragrance bottled so that you can mist it lightly all over the head, the hair, the body, the clothing, etc. So it's a very lightweight formulation, and it's actually a UV absorber as well. So it helps to protect and preserve the hair from those who are out in the sun all day long for sporting or out on the beach. And it can be applied many, many times throughout the day over and over again to refresh that fragrance on the hair or the body. So newer edition. And in May of 2024, and even in April in some territories as well, we have a brand new item coming out as part of the Moroccanoil treatment collection, our Moroccanoil treatment purple. So for many of you out there who are now having clients that are in the gray violet collection, have very fine, thin, lighter hair that are looking to actually balance your brassiness, this is your go-to product. So Moroccanoil Treatment Purple actually is meant for blonde, lightened, or gray hair. So male or female, anywhere in that category. And it's an alcohol-free formulation. It's used in exactly the same way as the Moroccanoil Treatment Original and Light. So a nickel or dime sized amount on damp hair, mid-shaft to ends, ideally as a primer or foundation piece, and then to tame flyaways or help smooth out the shaft of the hair after the fact. The consumer claims on this product are phenomenal. 95% of customers who tried it out said the product reduced their overall brassiness in the hair itself. And another 95% of customers said that the product helped maintain blonde tones in between salon appointments. So an awesome opportunity to maintain and refresh the hair in between your salon visits. So this for the company will actually come out April 1st now, the Moroccanoil Treatment Purple in a 25 and 50 ml variation, which is amazing. So this will be indicative with these beautiful violent pigments that you'll see not only in the product itself, but all the marketing. So just very important to note that it actually helps to neutralize brassy tones and enhance the depth and dimension of the hair as well. So very exciting new product coming out for us April of this year. So next, let's step into our various collections. So we have a number of different segments within the Moroccanoil line itself, and we've built this, again, consecutively over 17 years, and it's all coming from stylist and consumer feedback, right? So what does the stylist need on their station or at the back bar to provide a better service overall to their clientele? And from the customer side, what are they looking for at home that provides ease of use, accessibility, and for most people, instant gratification? Our generation, this day and age, we're all about instant gratification. We want to see the beautiful effects right away. These products can do just that for both the consumer and the stylist. So our hydration collection, which is actually one of our oldest collections, some of the first products we ever came out with in the line, our hydrating shampoo and conditioner is actually our best selling shampoo and conditioner globally. Okay, so we're in about 90 countries right now with the brand, and this is hands down our best seller. It's for a daily dose of hydration for men, women, children, for really anyone within that category, so that they actually can maintain a daily dose of hydration. All of our shampoos and conditioners are sulfate, phosphate, paraben, and sodium chloride free. They have a very neutral pH between 5.5 and 6.5. And this particular formulation actually has an algae in it that protects the cuticle against dryness. So it's providing a daily dose of hydration overall. Our intense hydrating mask, which is indicative of the browned cap you'll see, this is for more coarse to curly hair. So anyone within that thicker hair segment. It almost looks like Boston cream when you look at the consistency. It's a deep conditioning, okay? Can be used as a service generator as well as at home very easily. This bottle here, the 8.5 ounce or the 250 ml, it's anywhere from 20 to 25 applications within one of these pods. When you're using, again, a teaspoon to a tablespoon, not a troll hand. Okay, very important. A teaspoon to a tablespoon. You're actually stepping into the shower with this product ideally, and you're shampooing as you normally would, rinsing out your shampoo, and then applying the deep conditioning mask mid shaft to ends for 5 to 7 minutes with no heat, and then rinsing it out. This is your deep conditioner. You do not need to condition afterwards. It's really going to help deeply hydrate and moisturize the hair, reduce static overall, hugely helpful, at least for myself. I live in New England, so static is here all the time. And it actually is reinforced with linseed extract, which improves the overall health of the hair the more that you use it. Meant to use this once a week, and you can use it again in place of a conditioner. But always remember for your customers, okay, teaspoon to tablespoon, mid shaft to ends, no heat. Very important. And same is true for our weightless hydrating mask. So think white is light. So think of the white cap for fine, thin, or lighter color hair, just like the Moroccanoil treatment light with that white strip. So this almost looks like fluff. So you're using it in the exact same way as the intense hydrating mask. So you're doing a teaspoon to a tablespoon in the shower, mid shaft to ends, 5 to 7 minutes, and then rinsing it out. Okay, very, very important. The same thing with this one. It has a little bit of a different variation for ingredients. It actually uses shea butter to soothe and moisturize the hair, and then also reduce static for these clientele as well. Very important again, you do not add heat to either one of these. Okay, very, very important. Okay, next up in the line, we have our Hydrating Styling Cream, one of our first 5 products that we ever came out with as a brand, which is awesome. So this is a leave-in conditioner for any hair type. Super easy how to use it. You can either layer it into your hair after the Moroccanoil treatment, or you can cocktail them together. Typically, you're using half a pump to a pump on mid shaft to ends on damp hair, and then blow drying it in. Or you can use it after your blowout to help tame any of your frizziness or puffiness that you'll get from the hair post blowout. It provides this beautiful, soft, malleable hold in that beautiful cream with our signature fragrance, and it provides these wonderful, sleek, and smooth results without any of the weight that you might find in an ordinary cream. And recently, we actually developed a spray leave-in conditioner. So this was in the making for honestly a decade, where people were just asking, just do you have a spray detangler? That's all we love. So we created exactly that, a lightweight, milky formula that can be sprayed on damp hair all over the head of hair. So it's universal. Roots, mid-shaft, ends, doesn't matter. It instantly helps to detangle your hair. So again, clients with even the most knotted hair, this is a great option for them to utilize as much as they like. You can truly use a lot of it at a time, and you'll see that it will not build up, which is wonderful, but it gives you this prolonged softness and silkiness from the milky structure itself. And it actually protects against breakage and has some thermal enhancement in it as well for those who are blow drying, flat ironing, curling after the fact, which is wonderful. Then we move on to our repair collection. So think dry, damaged, broken, or brittle hair, over processed or over color treated hair. This is the direction you're going in. These products were also some of our first 5 from Moroccanoil. The moisture repair shampoo and conditioner, again, dry, broken, brittle, damaged, over color treated, or over processed hair. This actually has a bit of vegetable protein in it, which is going to heal the hair from the inside out. At the same time that it's filling in those gaps and healing the hair with that protein enrichment, it's increasing the manageability or elasticity of the hair itself. And similar to our hydrating shampoo and conditioner, it is color safe, sulfate, phosphate, and paraben free with a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. Typically, these bottles should last you about 3 months. So the 8.5-ounce 250 ml bottle should last about 3 months. For any customer that's complaining they're going through it too quickly, these are hydrophilic, so water activated or water loving. So please just make sure you're using a lot of water first on the scalp, then product, and then more water, and then you'll enjoy all the benefits. Very important. Then this is our restorative mask. So you'll know that it's in the same category with our weightless and hydrating mask, but think of the orange on the restorative mask almost like a traffic cone or caution. This is for dry, damaged, broken, brittle hair, and this is for your dyed, fried, and intensified. Somebody who really loves the at-home color services, or perhaps putting their flat iron on at the heat of the sun. Now, very important, that's the clientele that this is for. It's prescriptive. So think of it like a prescription. You use prescriptions as prescribed, not however you feel like. So with this, very important how you're using it. Teaspoon to a tablespoon, mid shaft to ends following a shampooing. Okay. You're leaving it in no more than 10 minutes and you condition after it. So you can use your moisture repair conditioner after the restorative mask. Reason being, this is all protein enriched. Okay, so it's a protein fortifier. So you want to make sure that once you've done your 5 to 7 minutes, 10 max, that you're rinsing it out with a conditioner and removing all of that source protein from the hair itself. You also do not want to add heat to this mask because it will dissolve all of those proteins, fatty acids, and lipids within 2 minutes versus the life of 5 to 7, max 10. And you want to, again, make sure with this mask that you're using it as prescribed. Once a week max, and finishing it with conditioner. If you were to use it, like sleep in it every night or use it more than once a week, you can risk over proteinizing your hair and actually reversing the process and breaking your hair. Very, very important. Orange like a traffic cone. It's prescriptive. So use it as prescribed, not as you feel like. Okay. And then we also have our mending infusion. So this beautiful glass bottle, think of this almost like an everyday use. This is for people who suffer from split ends, where they feel like, I don't quite want to get a haircut yet to treat those. I would like to just repair them for the day. So this is a cosmetic fix. So it actually has a pumper on this beautiful glass bottle. So you're doing 1 to 2 pumps into your hands on dry hair, adding it to the ends of the hair to actually seal down the cuticle. Helps to seal up to 90% of split ends to make it appear almost if they aren't there. So it's an instant fix. And again, something cosmetic that you can utilize every day to actually prevent further damage and to make it appear as if you'd healed the hair with those split ends. There's actually a little travel cap that comes on the top of this bottle. So make sure that your customer doesn't throw that out. Because of the size of this bottle, it's actually travel size the way you see it here. Very important. Then we move on to our volume collection. So volume was also essentially one of our first 10 products that we came out with in the collection. People loved the Moroccanoil treatment line, but of course, for those that had fine, thin, or lighter colored hair, they wanted to make sure they could plump or volumize the hair within the brand as well. So we came out with a collection to answer those prayers. Our extra volume shampoo and conditioner, again, it's an 8.5 ounce, 250 ml bottle, meant to last up to 3 months, sulfate, phosphate, paraben, and sodium chloride free, and also color safe. This shampoo and conditioner is also hydrophilic, so water activated or water loving. So please use water at the base, then your shampoo, and then more water to activate it. This uses an ingredient called linseed oil or Tilia tomentosa bud extract. Yes, that's a mouthful. It's the 7th to last ingredient in the bottle. Essentially, it plumps the hair from the inside out to give a much more natural way of volumizing the hair versus roughing up the cuticle to expand. So it naturally volumizes your hair from the inside out. With that, we actually have a number of styling products that also help to enhance the volume of the hair. Root Boost is for fine to medium textured hair. So anything within that variation helps, but it actually helps to amplify volume at the root of the hair and long-lasting volume as well within that. And it's very important how you're actually using this product. You need to make sure that your clients are using it at the top inch of the actual strand of hair versus putting it on the scalp itself. So what you'll see is when you're spraying this in, a lot of customers actually spray it in on the scalp itself instead of on the top root of the hair. So it's important that you're spraying it on the roots instead of on the scalp itself to give the best lift. Then we have volumizing mousse. So for those customers who are like, a root boost isn't for me. I don't need lift vertically here. I need lift here. They love that Texas hair. The higher the hair, the closer to God. It's a beautiful thing. For those, you have the volumizing mousse. This can actually be used in damp or dry hair to add buildable volume into the hair itself. It provides a more flexible hold, and you can use tons of this product and layer it into the hair, and it does not build up, which is amazing. And if you actually tilt the bottle to the side, you'll notice that there's a curvature in the actual bottle itself that you can write it into the hair, draw it into the scalp, and utilize it universally the head over. Then you have your thickening lotion. This is great for any clientele who feel like they are lacking overall thickness of hair, meaning they don't have enough strands on their head of hair itself. So with this product, you actually can add 1 to 2 pump to damp hair universally. So roots, mid-shaft ends, doesn't matter, wherever you're hoping to target. And it actually acts like scaffolding on your strands of hair. It builds out the strands of hair. So you actually have added thickness or volume to the strands of hair individually themselves, which is amazing. So it creates this foundation on each strand for long-lasting body. It is amazing for men or women. So anybody who feels like they have thinning hair issues, this will actually create that thickening agent for it. And quinoa proteins actually help to strengthen and reinforce each strand as well. But please don't eat it just because there's quinoa in it. Next, a new addition is our volumizing mist. So again, anybody for fine, thin, or medium coarse textured hair can benefit from this product. And it's just a different type of application. So you can spray it universally all over the head of hair, and it lasts up to 72 hours. So you're getting 50% fuller hair by spraying anywhere from 5 to 7 sprays all over the head of hair. You can either let it air dry or blow dry it in, but optimally, for best results, you want to blow dry this in the head of hair. Interestingly enough, all of our volume collection, they play very nicely together. They were meant to actually be used together in services. So you can use 1, 2, 3, all of these products across the whole head of hair and really have the maximum benefit of volume for your clients. Okay, they were meant to play very nicely together, which is great. When you're laying all of these side by side, we actually created this beautiful grid that you can also see, and it shows you from the hierarchy of texture itself, from volumizing mist to volumizing mousse, how each one is actually dispersed. So spray, cream, foam, or mousse itself, and then what you're actually going to get for results on the head of hair for each one of these. So whether you're looking for vertical lift at the root, horizontal lift, expansion in dimension, or thickness of strands, you have something for everyone within that category. Next and newest, we have our Frizz Control collection. So some of these products are actually newly coming out March 1st. So you are some of the first people to actually see this exciting new release. We have so many clients, whether it's fine, coarse, medium, curly, coily hair, doesn't matter. Frizz and anti-static is the goal this year more than anything. People are starting to re-embrace their natural texture. So these products allow them to embrace their natural hair without embracing any of the negative side effects, right? Frizz, static, puffiness, anything therein. So this Frizz Control shampoo and conditioner in particular is targeting frizz and flyaways. It's meant to gently cleanse the hair, just like all of our others. So it's color safe, sulfate, phosphate, and paraben free, but it's meant to truly detangle the hair, give this silky softness to the hair itself, and it's for all hair types. So you're specifically for those clients who go outside and they see their hair expand almost instantaneously, particularly in the more humid environments. This is going to be your best friend shampoo and conditioner, and it comes out technically March 1st. Hurrah for new launches. Always love that. And pairing with it, you'll see in September of 2023, our Frizz Shield Spray actually came out. And this is a universal, all over the head of hair, anti-frizz, anti-static product. It can be used as much or as little as you'd like on damp hair. So again, universally all throughout, 5, 7, 10, 12 sprays, whatever you need based on the thickness and coarseness of your hair. And it's completely weightless. So you can go to town with the application and you will notice it won't thicken or have stickiness in your hair at all, but it gives you this beautiful, soft, silky shine and helps ease the entire styling process. Whether you're leaving your hair natural, you're smoothing or flat ironing your hair, it will actually help you in that journey as a foundation piece. It actually uses this technology, which is really interesting. It's ideally heat activated. So the product itself will actually wrap itself around your strands of hair and create this impenetrable protectant for the strand of hair itself. So you'll notice that any of those environmental factors, whether you have humidity, snow, rain, they won't be able to penetrate into the shaft of the hair itself. These key ingredients called amaranth peptides and jackfruit extract, which we actually pride ourselves in using a zero waste jackfruit extract. They help create that impenetrable seal on the exterior of the hair. It is, if you are going to shampoo, water soluble when you're soaking your head of hair. So obviously words of wisdom, but it creates what's called a hydrophobic veil, meaning impenetrable by water veil. That's your ultra durable shield for long-term benefits, which is great. Partnering with that, for somebody who has very thick, coarse, curly hair, we have our smoothing lotion. So this is actually meant to provide extra enhancements for blowouts, sort of a step above your hydrating styling cream. So where that's a leave-in conditioner for all hair types, this is for somebody truly trying to combat frizz. So it's deeply conditioning and nourishing the hair, taming all your flyaways and frizz on individual strands, but still providing this beautiful, flexible hold, manageability, and elasticity. Great for, again, air drying, blow drying. If you're going to do any hot brushes, all of that is universally great for this. But you'll notice hydrating styling cream is your first level, and then smoothing lotion would be your secondary level in terms of thickness or coarseness of hair. Now, if you're also really struggling, I mean, really, if it takes you 2 hours to blow dry your hair, then you're going to want to reach for your intense smoothing serum. This used to be called blow dry concentrate. It's the same exact product, just a new name and a new bottle. So it used to be a beautiful gold bottle. Now it's a beautiful teal bottle. See, staying within the family of those Mediterranean signature colors as well. But this is for extreme frizz. So somebody who steps out of the shower and they automatically notice their hair is enhanced with thickness, volume, and not in a good way. So this product itself actually is, you're pumping almost a thick, viscous gold liquid. Think of the Moroccanoil treatment on steroids. So you're actually going to apply it roots to ends or mid shaft to ends, depending on where you're targeting, and ideally blow dry it into the hair. And what you're going to find is it actually imparts this polished, ultra smooth, ultra silky look for your hair. So you're getting the most perfect blowout that you've ever had. Words of wisdom, do not be so heavy-handed with this product. You want to use, again, maybe 2 to 3 pumps maximum universally on the head of hair to get best results. Then we move into our color care collection. So again, all of our shampoos and conditioners are color safe, but we did want to create a segment. We came out with this in March of 2023 that specifically targeted color treated hair. So within this collection, you're going to see a vast array of products, again, meant to protect and preserve color treated hair, particularly for those people who are finding them in the salon very often. Maybe you're there every 3, 4, 5 weeks for color services. So optimally, you want to source these products for maintaining your hair. Everything within this collection uses a key ingredient called Argan ID. This technology has been trademarked by Moroccanoil. It's something we developed in 2018. And what it does is it actually takes our key ingredient, argan oil, and micro encapsulates the particles of oil themselves. So it creates such a small molecule, it's actually able to penetrate into the interior of the strands of hair. So compared to the Moroccanoil treatment, which also uses argan oil that actually sits in the cortex, this is going to sit inside the interior of the hair versus sitting on the surface of the hair. So instead of kind of rebuilding those gaps in the exterior structure, this heals the hair from the inside out. And it actually uses positively charged microparticles that are attracted to your negatively charged hair. So it's drawn inwards and helps to actually heal the hair and seal the hair on the exterior. So this Argan ID technology is actually used in all of our products within the color care collection and in our color line itself. More to follow later. But the result means when you're utilizing these products, the actual strands of hair are sealed and repaired from the inside out. So here you see under a microscope one strand of hair that had just a single exposure to Argan ID technology, and you'll see that the roughness of the exterior of the hair has been completely eliminated. So the shaft itself is smooth and silky. So you're actually noticing that overall in the head of hair, which is wonderful. So we imparted that technology into all of our color care products, predominantly our color care shampoo and conditioner. Again, 8.5 ounce, 250 ml bottle, meant to last 3 months, sulfate, phosphate, paraben, and sodium chloride free, and a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. With this, you're going to find it's going to help extend the life and vibrancy of the color specifically because of your Argan ID technology, those micro-encapsulated particles of argan oil. So it will actually maintain that vibrancy, that color, that movement in the hair longer because of the technology inside. You'll find with this, one of our best styling products in this collection is our Protect and Prevent Spray. For any of your customers who say to you, oh, I'm outside all winter long, I'm skiing, I'm snowboarding, I have all of these aggressors from the sun or these environmental aggressors that are fading my hair, this is for them. For anybody who's in the sunlight all day on the beach, if they work outside, if they're in the pool all summer long, this is for them. It's anybody who suffers from fading from environmental factors, including the sun and most specifically the sun. So you can use it much like your leave-in conditioner, spraying it on damp hair universally all throughout your head of hair, maybe 5 to 7 sprays. It's going to prevent against brassiness. It's going to shield against those UV pollutants and surfactants and instantly detangles your hair as well, which is great. So the difference between the leave-in conditioner and the Protect and Prevent Spray. So leave-in conditioner is truly for detangling, hydration, softness, and it's a great cutting tool as well. A little bit of thermal protection in there as well for the hot tools that might follow your styling. Then in the opposite end, you have your Protect and Prevent Spray. Although it detangles as well, it's more for discoloration, color fading, and it truly is a UV protectant for sunlight, okay? Very important, the differentials between the two, because people are definitely going to grab those two bottles and mix them up all the time. Packaging is very similar, so just words of wisdom for those questions. Then we have our Blonde Perfecting Purple Shampoo and Conditioner. So first and foremost, this packaging is a little bit different. This is actually 50% post-consumer recycled materials in the bottle itself. So it's made of post-consumer recycled plastic, which is great. But it also helps to differentiate these products from our other shampoos and conditioners. These are specifically for any of your blonde, lightened, or gray-haired clientele. Men or women does not matter. They're actually imbued with violet pigments to neutralize any of the brassiness on the head of hair itself. It does include your Argan ID technology, which is going to heal the hair from the inside out and seal the exterior cuticle of the hair. And it's fully color safe, sulfate, phosphate, paraben free, just like you found. So you can either use the shampoo if you're looking for more universal balance on the top of the head, or the conditioner for more universal balance mid-shaft to ends. So you can use them together or separately. We recommend using them once per week is plenty. Then we move into our color depositing mask collection. So this is a journey that we made in about 2018 into this collection, and we were very proud to speak to these products that were equal parts care and color. So of course, Moroccanoil, we're all about imparting beautiful, healthy, manageable, shiny hair. So we wanted to make sure that this product was imbued with all of those characteristics, right? Helped to create the softness, restore the integrity of the hair, and impart shine overall. But we also wanted to give you these little pops of temporary color. So these masks will help to enhance your tone, refresh existing hair color shades in some cases, and also create this customizing option for you. So you'll see the portfolio of shades here, and they actually change seasonally. So you may have even seen some of our prior shades like aquamarine. So now we've moved into some of the shades like hibiscus, platinum, rose gold, coral or lilac, which are seasonal shades, copper, Bordeaux, cocoa, and now clear, which is newest. So you can see on this matrix the ideal types of hair for it. So when you're working from left to right, hibiscus, platinum, rose gold, and coral, they're more for lightest blonde, light blonde, and medium blonde hair. Whereas when you move from coral, copper, Bordeaux, and cocoa, that's ideally for your light brown, medium brown, or dark brown clientele. Okay, so the areas that are white, you really want to stay away from that because it's not going to give you the most optimal results. And any of these masks can be pasteurized when mixed with either our weightless hydrating mask or our new color depositing mask clear, which is great. So the color depositing mask clear is a great high shine mask for any hair type. It has no pigment whatsoever, and it actually can be used as an at-home gloss or glaze as a service in the salon, which is great. So any of these, it's 5 to 7 minutes mid shaft to ends on the hair, and then you do want to rinse them out. And you can choose the shade for your hair. So you can play with it, enhance it, refresh it, whatever you're looking for, there's a shade for that type of hair. And again, they can be mixed and pastelized as needed as well. Then we move into our texture collection. So over the past few years, as we mentioned earlier, people are now embracing the natural texture of their hair. So you're finding that people, such as myself right now, are embracing that more of that movement to their hair, a little bit more of that beachy wave, and embracing and enhancing that. So we have 2 products specifically within the collection that target that type of clientele. Your dry texture spray, by far my favorite product. It's in my hair now with the Moroccanoil treatment. This is for everyone. So this is for that effortlessly undone, loosened, playful texture. It's actually meant to be layered into your dry hair so that you can enhance your volume as much or as little as you want and add it back in over the course of the day. You can add it roots to tips all through over the head of hair, and it actually uses zeolite to give a little bit of that grit or texture, and it helps to absorb odor if you're on day 1100 of not washing your hair. So very important. But it also gives you this long-lasting hold. So whether you're maintaining your style down or putting your hair up on already curled hair, it gives you this beautiful enhanced texture, which can be combed out or maintained with more product. Then we have our texture clay. So this is one of 2 products that you'll see that are, again, ideal for male clientele, but can be used universally and come in a puck. So this puck here, it's a 2.6 ounce. So it's travel size, and it has a screw-on cap. It's actually made with bentonite clay and shea butter. Again, bentonite clay and shea butter. And which means that when you actually put it on your hands, that clay is super soft and malleable on the hands itself and can be shaped very easily. So when you're applying it, you can actually warm it in the hands and then apply it to the head of hair, either for PC roughed up textured styles or anything that needs more of a strong hold with a matte finish. Words of wisdom, you can actually mix it with the Moroccanoil treatment to give it a glossy finish instead of a matte finish. Then we have our curl collection. Again, for anybody who's delving into that natural, the natural state of your hair, okay? Wavy, curly, coarse, coily, whatever the case is, we have a curl product for that clientele. So first and foremost, our curl enhancing shampoo and conditioner. This is really helping to encourage curl formation. So it actually has some key ingredients that help to boost the curl itself, including some vegetable-based proteins, which help to heal the hair from the inside out. So by healing the hair, you're providing a better strand of hair overall, a more durable strand, which then as you're adding curl products, you're blushing, blow drying, whatever the case is, the hair is less prone to breakage. Just like all of our other shampoos, it's color safe, sulfate, phosphate, paraben, and sodium chloride free, but this has really helped to enhance, maintain, and promote curl structure. Now for our curl stylers, we have 3 curl stylers in the collection. Our Intense Curl Cream is for somebody who has curly to tightly spiraled hair. So anyone in that spectrum. You'll notice that the bottle is a lot like our smoothing lotion or hydrating styling cream. So this is actually meant to be 1 to 2 pumps into damp hair universally. So mid shaft to ends or plumped at the bottom. And it actually is a very thick cream. It's meant to define and refresh your curl, combat any of the frizz or static, and really provide a ton of shine to ultimately dehydrated hair. And that's typically what we experience with naturally curly hair, is that it can be lacking hydration on a natural state. So this product is a cream base to bring all of that hydration back to the hair. Then on the next level, you're going to have for all curly types, but a little bit more of an amplified cream is your curl defining cream. This is meant to be used 1 to 2 pumps on damp hair after your Moroccanoil treatment, all throughout the head of hair. So you can actually really rake it into the hair and comb it evenly throughout the head of hair and let it air dry. It's actually going to naturally separate and define your curls and give them this ultra conditioning, soft hold. So you can actually move your fingers throughout the curls themselves. But it's also going to impart frizz, or excuse me, combat frizz and impart shine because it has polyquaternium 11, which is an anti-frizz and anti-static agent. So I know that's a mouthful, but it's polyquaternium 11. It's an anti-frizz and anti-static agent. So this is great for maintaining that spring factor with a lot of bounce and movement for your naturally curly girls. And it comes in both a full-sized and a travel size as well. So great for when you're on the run and still need your product. And lastly, in the styling segment of this, we have your curl control mousse. So don't be confused, first and foremost, by the word mousse. Mousse simply means the type of applicator itself. Mousse in this particular condition, it's actually the way that it comes out of the container. It comes out like a foam and then turns into a cream when you emulsify it in your hands. It's made for that client that has that curly, coily, spiraled hair that as soon as they step out of the shower, their hair grows. So because of the wet nature of this product, as soon as you're putting it back into that damp towel dried or terry cloth dried hair, the automatic hydration your hair is receiving contracts and controls the coil of the hair. So it's automatically giving your hair a beautiful drink of water, so to speak, bringing it back to its natural state and allowing it to reform all of that curl shape. So it's going to shape and tame your curls, create this beautiful, sleek definition, and encourage all of that separation without having to uniquely pull apart the curls. So it's great for that very tightly spiral bound curl that lacks hydration. It's going to give that hydration and more while imparting shine, which is great. Words of wisdom, do make sure that you towel dry or terry cloth dry the hair first before applying this product. If you put it on soaking wet hair, you're going to find that it actually swims on the surface of the hair. If that happens, towel dry or terry cloth the product out and then apply it on a drier head of hair and you'll have exactly the ideal outcome. Okay. And we have our finishing collection. Within this, we have all of our beautiful luminous spray hairsprays, as well as our glimmer shine. And our hairsprays have been around for many, many moons, almost since the beginning of the brand, as well as our glimmer shine. They were some of the first products we ever came out with. So first and foremost, if you're familiar with Moroccanoil, you've probably experienced our hairsprays. Our luminous shine hairspray comes in 3 different variations: medium, strong, and extra strong. They are meant to fight frizz and repel humidity inherently within the structure of the actual formulation of the product. They don't leave any flakiness or residue even when you brush them out of the hair, which is amazing, across the entire line. And they are called luminous shine because they truly bring you a beautiful shine on your head of hair. So the medium, when you're talking about a 1 to 10 spectrum for hold, the medium is about a 5 on the 1 to 10 spectrum. The strong is a 7, and the 10 is a 9 out of 10. Okay, so you're not talking Aquanet holds, but it's giving you a very, very strong finishing hold, perhaps for anybody who's a bride who needs their hair not to go anywhere, or if somebody has an updo that they absolutely are going through a wind tunnel and they do not want any flyaways on their beautiful head of hair. So there's something for everyone within this segment, and they also come in travel size as well, which are in fact some of the best sellers in our entire line, which is great. And then our beautiful glimmer shine. So this product again has been around for almost 15 years. It is also one of our biggest misunderstood babies. So very, very important how you tell your customers to use this product. First and foremost, it's meant as a finishing spray. So somebody that's looking for ultimate shine or that sleek, glassy look on their head of hair, this is the product to do it. The way that you use it, my recommendation is you spray it into the air above the hair and let it create this beautiful veil of product over the head of hair. Do not touch it for 2 to 3 minutes and let it dry on its own. And what you'll notice is all of those beautiful beads of product, they actually spread out and create this protective veil over the head of hair that reflects and refracts light off the head of hair itself. So it's really giving this unbelievably beautiful shine. So it enhances highlights, lowlights, fresh color, redheads, anything that you're looking for. It actually enhances all of that color, highlight, or shine on the head of hair itself. Great words of wisdom on this product. If you're actually going in the pool and you want to protect your hair against any of that discoloration from the pool water or salt water, you can actually spray this all over your head of hair, break the beads in your hair itself so you can rake through the head of hair, and it actually will protect against any of the chlorinated or salty water from getting into the strands of hair. Okay, so great tips there as well. And then our style collection. Within this, we actually have now just 2 products. So we've removed the medium gel. So we just have the strong gel in the molding cream. But in here, our styling gel is truly for all hair types and really for men or women. Anybody that's looking to create this sculpted, defined, strong hold look on your head of hair. So whether it's shorter hair for that PC defined look, again, flake free, or it's somebody that wants to create that slick backed, glossed up ponytail, you can use this in either way. It is a gel base, as we mentioned earlier, and it is more like a 7 out of 10 hold when you're talking about a 10 out of 10 spectrum, which is great. But it's also, again, flake free and alcohol free, so it won't dry out the hair as you may find with a number of different styling gels. Then we have our molding cream. So this, unlike your texture clay, which again was made with shea butter and bentonite clay, this is actually meant to texturize with fibers. So if you were to unscrew the cap and take off the lid and you put it in your fingers, you'll see right away that there's white little flyaway fibers, almost like spider webbing from the product, because it's meant to give you this gentle structure that can actually be moved and redesigned with the hair. So it's great for anybody that has shorter hair that they're trying to do PC styled looks, but it's actually also great for curl sets. So if you're doing curl set for bridal looks, for any type of editorial design, you can actually use a teaspoon sized amount of the molding cream, emulsify into your hands and run it all throughout your curls, and it thickens the hair and gives this emphasis upon the layers or definition. So it actually creates this buildable finish, which is amazing. So for that, it's really an ideal product. And then our essentials collection. So you'll find a couple of our best sellers here as well that everybody, I think with the dry shampoos, it is a must-have product. So you'll find first and foremost our clarifying shampoo, actually color safe when it's used once every 2 weeks. I will repeat that. Our clarifying shampoo is color safe when used once every 2 weeks. And it actually creates this beautiful clean canvas for any product application or color application. Okay. It's actually infused with lavender, rosemary, chamomile, and jojoba plant extracts that provide deep nourishment to the hair. So when you use this clarifier, when you've rinsed all the product out of the head of hair, you'll notice automatically that you have this beautiful, soft, silky, weightless volume in the hair itself. And just like all of our other shampoos and conditioners, it's color safe, sulfate, phosphate, and paraben free. The pH is a 6.5 to 7.5. Then you have our perfect defense. So this is our heat protectant for all hair types and definitely for any hot tool use. Blow dry, curling iron, flat iron, beveled hot brush, anything, you must use the perfect defense first. It actually protects up to 450 degrees. Now, please don't put your curling iron up that high to test it, but it can protect up to that temperature. It's meant to be sprayed all over your head of hair, as much or as little as you prefer, because it's absolutely weightless, so you cannot feel it. But it's actually made to be used on damp or dry hair. So damp hair before a blowout or dry hair before hot styling, but it's universally effective to protect from any heat damage up to 450 degrees. Amazing. And then we have, again, one of my fan favorites. certainly gets me through any week. I have toddlers, so definitely a lifesaver, our dry shampoos. And they come in two different tones, a light tone and a dark tone. What you're going to find with these dry shampoos is they're actually made with dehydrated argan oil for all of that manageability, elasticity at the base level. But it also uses a dry rice starch to soak up any dirt or excess oil on the scalp of the hair. Again, I know this sounds silly, but you have to remind people how to use a dry shampoo, particularly the consumer who may have never used one before. So dry shampoos are always being sprayed ideally at the root of the head itself, and they need to be scrubbed into the hair itself. Okay. So you actually want to make sure that you're rubbing it directly into the scalp and into the hair so that all of that dry rice starch can suck up the dirt and oils and actually fall away from the hair. So for anyone who's actually ever dropped their phone in a toilet or a puddle, the next thing you do is put it into rice. So same application here. You'd actually use that dry rice starch to soak up those dirt and oils and remove them from the head of hair itself, thus giving you a new and perfect template to work with. These are amazing because they don't leave any chalky, dull residue. Again, make sure that you're rubbing them in. And the dark tone is more like a peachy brown tone. And the light tone has a violet hue to get rid of any of the brassiness for your lighter colored gray or white hair as well, which is amazing. And they're fully deodorizing. So absolutely beautiful products for that, which is amazing. So that is it for our collection for today. We were able to run through the predominant number of our hair care products, talk about all of our different collections, talk about argan oil and argan ID as key ingredients, and share a little bit about all of the beautiful uses that you can find not only for the stylist, but for the consumer on how to sell these products as well. Should you have any additional questions, you can always reach out to me. Again, my name is Nicole Tsitsos. I'm one of the sales directors from Moroccanoil. You can reach out to our regional brand managers located all over the United States, or our direct brand managers on the East and West Coast as well. And of course, you can always refer to the MoroccanoilProfessionals.com website. We also have additional information for you there about all of our hair care products, any of our styling recommendations, or just if you want to say hi and see what's next coming out from the brand, we're always available for that. So now I'll just turn it back over to Jordan and see if there's any other questions that you have for us today.